What is going on, everybody? Very special little update here. So those of you who follow me on Instagram have probably noticed that I have been hinting at something big that I'm working on. It is a miniature replica of the Battlebots Battlebox to go along with certain bot miniatures that I've created and this whole project I have been working on. So I'm just going to start a little tiny series of short videos just updating my progress on this build. Now obviously I've mocked the entire thing up digitally. Here is a render of what it should look like, and all those knobs, they actually turn the weapons, or that's the hope. We'll have to see if all that comes together perfectly in bricks. You know, there's always a little bit of trade-off between brick-built stuff and digital designed LEGO builds. I have this awesome box of bricks that has been shipping to me over the past few weeks from Bricklink. It does not contain crafts, glue, paint, and brushes. It does indeed contain LEGO bricks. So I'm just gonna go through each of these bags of bricks, talk about where they're gonna fall in on the builds, do a little bit of sorting here on camera for you guys, and hopefully you can enjoy watching and paying attention, following along with this whole project. So let's get into it. Wow, I really am realizing how many bags there are here. I think this is over 1,000 pieces, this build. I could have gone bigger with it, but I really just wanted to try to keep it to that sort of compact design that I have been trying to replicate with the Battlebox. So, here we go. This is a good part to show off first. So this bag is all entirely clear panels, clear windows. These are going to make up the outside of the Battlebox, and man, ooh, this one's got kind of a scratch on it. Well, that's okay, from a battle. And that's going to be a super cool addition. I always loved these pieces, and honestly, I should have ordered more because they're just generally really useful for like posing vehicles that are flying, or just anytime you need clear space in LEGO. These are going to work super well as the glass panels. Can't wait to see how these all look when they come together. Now that bag's all sorted out. That was nice of the seller on Bricklink to do that for me. This bag is a little less sorted, but as you can see, it's just some basic bricks. I may have been a little lazy about this because I probably could have found most of these in my collection, but I just decided I wanted to start this whole project from scratch, get all the pieces I needed nice and easy. So these red bricks, you might be wondering, these actually make up the structural elements of the Battlebox. So everything on the inside that is basically purely structural, just holding the frame of the build together, is made out of these bricks. And I made them in red just so that it was easy to tell the difference and it will be easy to organize them and separate them from the aesthetic bricks like these black ones and these yellow ones. Well, that's a red one, but there we go. These yellow ones, which will be used more for the outside of the box. So actually, alright, so this next bag is just some more red pieces. These ones are going to be used to house some of the mechanical mechanisms that operate the actual levers and the kill saws and the hammers, which are all internally routed inside the box. So these pieces are a little bit different. You can see some slopes in there. Those are going to be necessary for that structural element, and those are going to combine with this bag right here, which is just a ton of these pinhole bricks, which are super useful for Technic assemblies. And this was a bit of an adventurous build for me because I don't normally do Technic builds or like functional LEGO builds. I'm not really that skilled at it. So it's going to be interesting to try and work this out. It's going to be really good practice, and I'm just crossing my fingers that what I mocked up digitally will work. And yeah, these pieces, Bionicle parts for those guys who used to roll up, I can't remember what they were called. But yeah, these are going to be the kill saws. So you can kind of get an idea of how those are going to fit. As you may have noticed in my mock-up, I had some bots in the digital render, including Lockjaw. So these wheels are all for Lockjaw and the other robot, which is Whiplash, actually. So I just went ahead and ordered those pieces at the same time. I've got those all together, sorted out. I believe they're a little bit spread out throughout these bags. Like in this bag of black parts, there's some pretty clear Lockjaw pieces in there. So I'm just gonna take those out and place them with the wheels. Let's see, I think we've got these were for Lockjaw. It's honestly hard to remember what's for what when you're just getting all these bricks, and it's kind of a fun, surprising experience because you get this bag of bricks shipped to you and you're like, oh, I don't remember ordering that. That's sweet. So and it's like when you're at a restaurant, you know, and you know you have to wait for your food, but then by the time it gets there, you're just hungry enough to eat it. That's what it's like getting shipped a bunch of Legos. It's a pretty satisfying experience. So this giant chungus is just a huge brick of 8x16 plates. These guys are just really the base plates for the Battlebox, just holding the entire thing together, and looks kind of funny with them all kind of crammed in this bag here, but that's nice and organized, and these all look super fresh and super new, so it's going to be fun to lay those out and really create a big display. So these two bags just contain mostly smooth plate parts, and actually there is one gray one. I can't actually remember what this is for, so I guess I'll find out when I start the build. I guess, yeah, I can't remember why I had a gray one of these. I'm sure I will figure it out, but the rest are obviously black for the surface of the Battlebox, and hopefully I can make an even surface that, you know, doesn't catch and stop all the robots like the real Battlebox does. Technic axles are kind of ridiculous. They're so long. These are going to be used for the kill saw screws, and they're just going to allow it to rotate nicely. Yeah, I don't think I had any of these 16 length axles in my collection, so these should be pretty fun to see how it is to work with these. Next bag just has some basic plates in it for, you know, the structural integrity. I use these gray pieces for the interior of the build, and then we've also got these, which are going to be part of the mechanism by which the pulverizers will hit. So pretty cool stuff there. You guys get the picture. This is a huge project. There's tons of bricks, cool bricks, kind of regular bricks. It's going to be kind of a classic style build. Very boxy, as you know, you can see by this giant rectangular prism of bricks. I am super excited for this build, and thank you just for keeping some tabs on my progress. I will be updating you about the Battlebox and showing off some of the new bots included in this project. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, this has been Drew with Brickcast.